Hello everyone, it's Mimi again from Mimi's Worms, and today we're here to show you a process that we do sometimes, and it's called the downward migration. I have a new mic and I wanted to try it out. I know we've probably done this video a couple of times, but we did have some bins that were really dry and wanted to go ahead and get the worms out of them and restart them. So I wanted to show you guys how we do this. Now, we've got Tabitha over here doing the sifting and or harvesting, and I wanted to just show you, we take the material that we use for our European night crawlers, and we just put a very thin layer here. It's maybe an inch or two, probably about an inch. We put a screen on top. We take the material that she's harvested and we just spread it out on the top of this screen. And what'll happen is the worms under this light will work their way down into that moist material. And once they move down, it'll look like this, where all the worms has already gone down. Then we take that screen and we just lift it up. Let me see if I can show you what I'm talking about. And then we just put it in another mortar tray to go back in the bed that we're going to restart, because that's some really good compost there. And that compost is what helps keep your bin good and aerated when you're growing them out in these bins. You want to have spaces that can get a lot of oxygen down in the bed for your worms, because you know, a lot of times if you're just using peat moss or cardboard by itself, sometimes it can get really dense and your worms don't get enough oxygen. So we like to add this to our bigger bins, ones that we don't, you know, technically look at or mess with on a daily basis. Now, all of our small mortar tray bins that we use just cardboard or whatever with, we have our hands in those a lot. So we're mixing that material a lot and aerating it, which is the whole reason that you pretty much want to fluff those bins. But these bagsters, we don't ever mix those beds because it's just too much. So we use the compost to help us have that fibrous material in there, in order to bulky material in there, in order to give it a lot more oxygen. So that's why we use the compost. And then once these worms move down, you can see they're already moving down. Let me see if you can see this now. You remember we just put that on there just a few minutes ago, and the worms have already pretty much made their way down, most all of them. Now, normally I would just leave these sitting here and walk away and do something else and come back. I don't sit here and just wait and watch for them to go down, because I have a lot of other things to do. So we don't generally do that. I got a new tripod, and I've got to figure out a lot of things on how to turn on and use, and I'm not sure I know what I'm doing, but that's okay. I'm gonna get it good and charged up and let you guys see what you think about it's got some lights on it and stuff, and see what you think about that. Over here, we've got Tabitha harvesting, and this material is perfect for the casting production, because this stuff is really at the right moisture for going through the trommel, the right moisture for the castings themselves. We've got, I don't know, quite a few